everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage, where we talk all things money to help you on your journey. Today's video is my trading 212 portfolio update for you for January. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. So I suddenly realised that I've not done a trading 212 portfolio update for quite a while, and I thought I would show you. I've changed my portfolio slightly since filming the last one. So I thought I would talk through kind of what the changes are and how I intend to go forward with this one particularly. And before I get started, just to let you know that there is a referral link in the description box below if you want to join Trading 212 and haven't done already. If you join via the referral link down below, we would both get a free share of the value up to £100. So if that's something that you're interested in, then just click below and have a look at that. But here is my portfolio, let's get started. Okay, so you can see here, this is like the front page of my portfolio, so this shows you A, what it's worth, and B, kind of how it's looking over time. So you can see I've actually invested over £300 now into this experimental portfolio, and although it's minus £6.87, that fluctuates a lot at the moment. I'm not too worried about that because this is for the long term, but you can see if I scroll down a bit, this looks very different to last time. Can you see I've got all of these different investments now? Last time I think I had 5 and now there's quite a few. And the reason for that is, if I scroll back up, the main reason for that is I've changed how I want to do this portfolio. So instead of looking at investments, I'm going to click on pies, and you can see now that I have 2 different pies within Trading 212. So I'm going to click on the first one. Now this was shown in the kind of the space where you can see other people's like pies, if you like. So pies are just where you put investments in and it splits it into the allocation you want and kind of does all that for you. And this one here is called it's daily divs, but it's daily dividends. And essentially, if you invest in all of these different holdings within this fund, eventually you would almost get, I think it's 280 dividend payments throughout the year. So not daily, but almost. And as you can see here, I've got a tiny amount. I've got £25. Well, I've put in £25 and it's currently worth £25.29. And I've invested a very small amount. So there are 50 different companies within this pie. And I've invested in every single one of them. Obviously only a tiny bit. But going forward, once that kind of hits the threshold for getting dividend payments, and it needs a bit more yet, but they're all the different companies within that. Scroll down there, and then all the way back up. Once I've added a bit more to that, I should then get kind of different dividend payments. So here, look, dividend income, I've not had any yet, but it will all kind of tick along nicely eventually. So that's the first one, and the second one is the FANG kind of pie, if you like, and the holdings for this are the big giant companies. So Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Alphabet Incorporated, that's Google, that's who own Google, Amazon, Facebook, MasterCard, Shopify, Salesforce, can't remember how you pronounce that one, Adobe Systems, and Netflix. And there's 12 slices in this pie, and they should be worth around 9% each. But 9 or 8% actually, it works all out for you, and that should be. This one here is not particularly focused on dividends, even though some of these companies do pay dividends. This is for growth particularly. Again, I've put £25 in here, and at the moment it's minus 14 pence, but again it fluctuates a lot. These companies seem to kind of change quite, they have big swings in what they're worth every single day. So that one is there. So those 2 investment pies are different to what I showed you in the last video. So if I go back to investments, I suddenly have a lot more companies in here, purely because of that system that I've set up, and they're all on here. So if I then go down to, I invested in AT&T anyway, and then there's, not 1.2 bought manually, so I bought those, and I've got in a pie as well, but they pay dividends, and they're also in that dividend pie. I've also got the one that I mentioned last time, so all of these are really small. Where's the next one? So, General Electric here are, they've been my shares that I've got for free, so thank you if you've used the referral link down below. I got 3 of these and they're currently worth £24. and 87 pence at the time of filming, and they do pay dividends, although dividend yield is particularly small. And then scrolling on down, so Johnson & Johnson, again something that I have bought manually, but they're also now in that dividend pie as well, because they pay out dividends, and obviously most of us use products by Johnson & Johnson. Then if I keep scrolling down, Microsoft, again another one where I bought a bit manually, and they're now also in one of those pies as well. In fact, is Microsoft in both of them? I think it is. National Grid was a free share that I got from someone joining in via my referral link, and then there's it I'm looking for. So Realty Income, again I bought some of this manually, but it's now also in that pie as well because it's a dividend payer. And then scrolling down, is that the only, I'm just keeping on going. Oh, Unilever was another free share that I didn't sell because it's quite a good UK stock, even though this portfolio is generally looking at American based companies, as you can see from that very long list on there. So I'm still intending to add £25 a fortnight or every other Friday. However, because this daily dividend pie, if I wanted to invest more in that, I'd have to invest, is it £50 or £100 once to be able to then invest in all those companies within it. So although it's £25 every fortnight, actually for that first one I'm going to have to wait and add in a bit more in one go to then get that rolling a bit more in terms of getting those payments. So that's the general idea for that for now. Obviously keeping on going forward, the point of these is, so the daily dividends one is purely for that dividend income stream, the one that I'm building. So I'm building one in my early retirement portfolio. This one, because some of these companies within this daily dividend one are again companies that cost, or their shares cost a lot of money per one share, and this again lets me do the fractional shares. So that is dividends, but in more American based companies, and some of them are really expensive to buy. And then the other one is purely for growth matters, as in I'm hoping that the holdings within this will grow as the kind of the investments grow, but also a couple of these do pay out dividends, and if necessary when they're received they will be kind of reinvested into that as well. But this is the growth one rather than dividends, if that makes sense. So that is just a really quick update on my trading 2-on-2 portfolio. I'm still loving it. I like the setup. In fact, I think I prefer the trading 2-on-2 portfolio setup to the free trade one. I have both, and my free trade one is my experimental portfolio. This one is the kind of dividend income with American based companies. And it's interesting to see the difference within the two platforms, and I think I really like that pie setup that you can do, and definitely want to kind of look into that a bit more going forward. But this is my trading 2-on-2 update for January 2021. Oh, I nearly said 2020 there. I don't think I'll do another one until probably the end of February now, just so, because I need to wait and add that money all at once to be able to do that. I think I'll probably wait until then. So let me know down below, have you got trading 2-on-2 set up? Do you have any investments there? Let me know down below how you're getting on. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.